What's going on, New Gaming Order? Quick side note: Shinwar tagged out, but we tagged in Shin Raven. So welcome Shin Raven to the podcast for today, and he's joining us as we're talking about Capcom apologizing for the lack of content.
Here comes a new challenger.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually gonna put that into the publication. You're gonna see some good stuff where anytime somebody new comes in, you're gonna hear that sound effect. But with that, laying down the foundation, Capcom has gone on record to say that hey, they messed up the launch of Street Fighter V. Lack of content, lack of characters, the modes, and it's so much to the point where they're like revisiting their execution strategies in the going forward. So respect to that, you know what I mean. But also I want to note that they are reporting between the PS4 and PC they sold 1.4 million copies of Street Fighter V, which to me is not that impressive because when they was on multi-plat they were doing 3 times those numbers. So it is what it is. But with that, I put that, you can kind of see the preview in the Discord window. So I want to turn the floor to Demizo. What are your thoughts on Capcom acknowledging their failure of a launch and the lack of content? Yeah, and also before you go, the investors are very happy. Are very happy with, I guess, Street Fighter 4 and 5 in general, and they're looking for a long-term expansion. You know, so I think that maybe over time it'll spin up and, you know, get more sales, obviously. But, you know, what are your thoughts?
So, Capcom, you admitting all this stuff? Can I have my $60 back?
Well, I think that they're going to try to give a lot of free stuff to kind of...
I don't want free stuff. I want my $60 back if you admitting all these faults. For real.
Yeah, this is indeed true.
But, on to the next thing, 1.4 million copies. I agree that is not impressive because it's not 1.4 million copies in the hands of consumers. It's 1.4 million copies shipped to retailers because, as you know, when a company ships a product to retailers, the retailers are actually buying from whatever company. So that goes into however many were actually sold. So their money is already made on the front end. Like Capcom's money is already made when they sell these copies to like Walmart and Best Buy and GameStop and all that stuff. So it's not 1.4 million people actually own the game. It's 1.4 million copies in the hands of retailers.
Yeah. So here's my thing with digital sales. Are they counting that? Like I don't know.
Those are included in those numbers.
All right. So
here's the second thing. Like as much as I like Street Fighter V on the PC, it's good stuff. Like PC isn't known for being a platform for fighting games. Like I think Capcom messed up by going with only one console to release Street Fighter V on because of the PC not being a hotbed for fighting games. Yes, fighting games are on PC, like Street Fighter, all the incarnations of Street Fighter 4, the Guilty Gear games, BlazBlue, and so on. But it's not like consoles. It's not the main platform of choice for fighting games. And I think Sony vastly overestimated the intellectual property of Street Fighter, because you have to remember the time between Street Fighter, the final version of Street Fighter 3, which was Third Strike, released in 1999, and the first incarnation of Street Fighter 4, which was released in 2009, was 10 years. So they fed off that excitement when Street Fighter 4 was first released. So, and in the time that Street Fighter 4 was released, you had all this resurgence from fighting games coming back. Like you had King of Fighters 12 and 13, you had
Mortal Kombat,
you had Mortal Kombat, you have BlazBlue, you have all these fighting games just coming out of the woodwork and enjoying success. So there's not that drought of fighting games there was over the course of 10 years like it was before. So now when you move forward to the release of Street Fighter V, it was only 18 months removed from the final version of Street Fighter 4. So people are still playing Street Fighter 4.
Takuma.
And it's not like they're gonna just jump off like, oh, new Street Fighter. Everybody go to Street Fighter 5 now. That's not how it works. Like, plus you got to deal with the competition now. There's a whole lot more out there for people to play. So Sony vastly overestimated the popularity of Street Fighter, and forgetting that fighting games are a niche genre. Like, yeah, you got the esports scene, and you got the Capcom Pro Tour, and you got people streaming it on Twitch because fighting games make for interesting viewership, but it's still a niche genre. It's only going to appeal to a small segment of gamers, whereas like games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and Uncharted and Gears of War and Halo and Madden, those are mass appeal games that sell 10 million copies. GTA 60 million copies. Things like that are mass appeal, whereas Street Fighter, not even 1 million sold on PlayStation 4. So you gotta consider it was a bad business decision by both companies, to be honest with you.
No, I would say more so on Capcom. More on Capcom. They pretty much shorted their profits by doing that.
I agree.
It wasn't Capcom's. Listen, Sony put up money to get the game.
How much money?
How much was Microsoft offering for them to get the game?
No. Listen. You got the story wrong, Goken. The way it went down, Capcom approached these companies, and pretty much Microsoft was like, all right, why we got Killer Instinct, we can put our money into that, right? So then Sony was like, okay, yeah, and thinking that, hey, Microsoft's dumb, you know, it's
like Sony was desperate for a named fighter. Like, they saw Microsoft with Killer Instinct, and they were desperate for a top name exclusive fighting game.
But they already had like so many exclusives. Yeah, Guilty Gear and all that.
Do you guys hold on? Do you guys think the game would have sold more if it came with a roster of 30 characters?
No.
Seriously, no. Like, I'm saying if the game.
But time out. We I don't want to veer from, you know, the original topic. We'll save that for the director's cut.
No, but we're talking about Street Fighter.
No, but
sales, correct?
Yeah. Because
so you know, I don't think it would have sold if it came with 24 or 30 fighters in the same lack of modes.
Well, so think about this: like you made the game and you specifically sell it, you market it as an esports for tournament players, a type of game, right?
Yeah, but that's
so you
that's
already alienate all the standard. I play with my friends at my house type thing. You get what I'm saying? So when you market it that way, why should anybody go buy it if it's just kind of for the tournament?
Not only that,
here's the other thing. Like, Sony also vastly overestimated like who's buying Street Fighter. Like, people who by and large play fighting games are casual players. Like, there are very few legitimate tournament players that go around to the tournament circuit and make legitimate money and make a living off of this. Like, the vast amount of people who buy fighting games and play fighting games are us. Like, we hang out online, play with our friends, like maybe play a few ranked matches here and there. Occasionally you'll have guys like Shinwar who go like, I want to be gold, I want to be super platinum, what have you, but those guys are few and far in between. And the thing is, like, with fighting games, they're not system sellers. Like, Sony thought Street Fighter would be a system seller, and it's not. Like, people, like, if a fighting game is on one console, like, say I play Street Fighter, if it wasn't on PC, I'd be like, okay, I can live without playing Street Fighter 5, and that's the mentality of a lot of people who play fighting games casually. Like, if King of Fighters 14 came out for PS4 only,
which
it's not going to cause people who play King of Fighters who only have Xbox One to suddenly get up and buy.
Yeah, but you remember King of Fighters and Street Fighter normally has better marketing than King of Fighters normally, and but you can argue that it doesn't. But what I see from a marketing standpoint, if this game had like 30 characters, it hit all countries, You know, like the characters came from all different countries across the world, and it was marketed as the home game tournament thing. They threw in like 2-player tag teams, like, you know, some different stuff for like the average consumer gamer that they can pick it up and play, and put some like weird fun arcade, like Pocket Fighter arcade thing inside the game, and market it that way. I think it would have sold a shit ton of copies. I think we would be talking about 20 million copies.
Then you're talking about making an entirely different game. As is, you're not talking about Street Fighter. You're talking about like some versus super hyper fighting game.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what sells. Marvel vs. Capcom is a great example of that.
But it's
Marvel
dead.
Versus
But
Capcom
it's dead.
3 did not sell.
Yeah, but I know we were at a decline with those type of games at that point. You know, I mean, it's all about the marketing of it. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 didn't have as much marketing. You know what I mean? They relied on the fact that they have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and it became such a huge hit that they just said, fuck it, we don't need to market that much because people know Marvel vs.
No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. The movies. No, wait. Hold up. It did.
It did not have a lot of marketing.
Goken, hold up. That's incorrect because the characters that were used in the roster were touted in the movies. That was the advertising right there.
Then like on a whole bunch of like gaming related websites like Game Trailers when it was up, GameSpot, even YouTube like had its own Marvel vs. Capcom 3 advertisements. So Marvel vs. 3 was pimped pretty damn hard by Capcom.
and plus Disney being behind it too. So I mean, but for the sake of time, I have to give the rest of the staff a chance to talk. Kissimmee, what are your thoughts on Capcom acknowledging their faults with the lack of modes and a botched launch for Street Fighter V? You know, kind of resulting, to me, for those who think 1.4 million is like a seller thing, you know.
No, it's not. No,
I mean,
not.
but what are your thoughts?
I mean, nothing really to say on that, man. They knew they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand, they was trying to get it out for Evo or whatever, which is, you know, whatever you want to do. But the game is solid, man. As far as the game itself, the game is solid for me. You know, just being a straight up casual, because y'all know me.
Mm-hmm.
I just got on the Street Fighter, so I mean, as far as, you know, from the outside looking in, those, you know, straight up casuals, I mean, the game is cool. You know, I don't think that you know, as far as the sales go, yeah, that's pretty shitty. You know, definitely could have sold a lot more than that. And just like what we said earlier, those are you know, just copies, you know, just so by the stores and, you know, everything. So it's not even sold through copies.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they knew they fucked up, so it's good that they acknowledge that. Now we get to a point now to where what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna get? You know, like you said, you gonna give me my $60 back? You gonna give me some new characters? You gonna give me some fight money? Like,
did you see on Event Hunt how they put Young and Guy up there?
Yeah, the cards and stuff. But nice. Here's the thing, though, like, because the investors still have faith in it, like, there's nothing wrong with Street Fighter V in terms of the gameplay. Like they said,
it's just lack of characters and moves.
Yeah, but it's gonna come out over time.
I'm gonna say this. I'm be done. I'm
you finish or are you done? I got no more talking. Go ahead.
I'm about to go. I was kind of disappointed as I played it a little bit over and everything else and whatnot. I tried to get into it. For some reason, I just felt like really disconnected to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a Street Fighter person. I grew up on it. I've been spending my life for years. I like the game. But when they made Street Fighter 5, I was hyped. But after a while, I was like, okay, something is not right. I'm not really connecting with the game. It ain't the fact that I haven't been playing it. I've been watching the gameplay. I've been watching combos. And impressed with the whole Gao shit and everything else and whatnot. But it was like, all right, I'm truly disappointed in this game. I still feel it's a lot more. They could have did better, and they could have gave us these characters a lot sooner. They didn't be a month release and everything else and whatnot.
But that was their plan, to trickle it out to get people hyped on something and nickel and dime you for the game.
Yeah, but they can't hype. The hype is gone. And you see that strategy doesn't work because the hype is gone.
So now I'm looking at freaking King of the Fighters, the new one, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I really got to King of the Fighters.
They have 50 characters at launch.
But that's how SNK does, though. SNK always.
I'm just saying.
I'm definitely looking to see how many copies the new King of Fighters gonna sell. If they beat Street Fighter, I'm be like, whatever they did, y'all need to go talk to them.
Well, but it's all about the marketing.
But
Fighters marketed that well.
But here's the thing. So I can give everybody a chance. Takuma, King of Fighters is PS4 exclusive. I don't know about a PC version, so I don't know if it's gonna sell as much as Street Fighter 5. You know what I
mean? I think they once they actually launch and get out there and
they have to market it better. It's not marketed.
Like, okay, you know what? Let's make a PC version.
Yeah. I think that we'll see. But
they definitely gonna have to market that shit better because I don't.
They gotta market that shit better. I have to go look for King of Fighters to go find out about. You know that, right? I don't see it anywhere. I have to go look for this fucking thing. I have to look for it.
Okay. I got you. But we gotta stay in turn. Noob, what are your thoughts on Capcom admitting their faults with a botched launch for Street Fighter 5? Noob, smart brother, Bebop.
Noob is gone.
Oh well. Well, I guess he was.
There you go. Nope.
His mic is muted. Up, it's unmuted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You had yourself muted.
I was here the whole time. I don't know what happened.
All right.
No, thank you, Capcom, for apologizing. I just hope other companies take note, and much like Uncharted do, if the title isn't ready, then delay the title and give us our money's worth out the door.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I'm
so tired of day one updates and botched launches just for the hype, so y'all can get this quick grab. Stop taking advantage of our money. And I think that's one of the reasons me as a gamer, I've kind of withdrawn and I don't play as much anymore, and I don't buy as much. Like, I skipped Battleborn. I'm gonna skip Doom. I might get Homefront. I don't know. I might get Homefront, but I'm starting to chill now because now I'm starting to realize, y'all don't care about us anymore. Y'all just want money. So if that's the case, I'll spend my money where it's greatly appreciated, on Steam.
Yep. I would noob on that, man.
When he said that, I thought of Michael Jackson's "They Don't Care About Us." Like, it just started playing in my head. Like, all right, let me stop. All right,
they don't care about us.
All right, Playboy, what are your thoughts on Capcom? Admitting. I respect them for doing it. That kind of takes away a lot of negative thoughts I had towards the company. But if they acknowledge their stuff and it's public, hey, take it and fix it. That's all I can ask. But your thoughts?
Welcome.
There you go.
Okay.
Come on now. Oh, okay. They apologize. Me, I was hyped for Street Fighter 5. Like, Kissimmee said, Takuma said, I grew up on it. I was a kid in the arcade playing Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter 2. Okay?
Same here.
I'm not, when I saw it, and I'm looking at the art design, the artwork, I'm like, why does everyone have man hands? I'm like, why do girls have man hands?
It's a cartoon thing. I don't know.
Still though, they could have did this better, and I understand the impetus for it because they were trying to get this out for Evo and e-gaming and e-sports.
Yeah, it was a Capcom Pro Tour they were trying to get it out for.
I fault them for that. Like what Luke said, hold on to the game, make it good. I'm sick of these day one. I got it for the PC, and I'm just sitting up here like downloading gigabytes of stuff. Like, okay. And then I get in, I'm like, the damn lobby doesn't work right, and I have to do all kinds of shit to add my friends and everything. I was like, this is just too damn much. It makes the simple thing so damn hard.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking for, like, all the characters, Blanca's not there, E Honda's not there, like, where's everybody at? I mean, you got these new characters, they moving the story around for 25 years in the past, or 50 years in the future, 200 years in the future. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So,
like, story mode just be like, oh, this is between Street Fighter 4 and 3. I'm like, who really gives a damn?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you need that game to tie in why those new characters.
It was a cartoonic version of that shit. I'm like, look, you know what? Just tell us what happened in between. I'm like, don't give me this fuckery about this damn Street Fighter. Like, I'm into it, but damn.
Right, exactly.
All right.
God, I'm just like,
y'all could have made Street Fighter Assassin's Fish into the game. That shit would have sold millions.
And then, I'm like, where are all the classic characters from Street Fighter 2 at? Mortal Kombat didn't do this. The only thing Mortal Kombat did, they had those little costume DLCs, whatever. But they had their roster of characters. They had their core roster of characters, and they sold. Because I play Mortal Kombat on the PC all the time.
Okay. All right.
I'm like with Noob. I'm gonna use my money on Steam. I'm skipping Battleborn. I'm skipping Doom. I'm skipping Overwatch. You know,
Overwatch is good though. I mean,
I am skipping Overwatch, and I'm waiting for the next MMO to come out. So I got my time playing Bless Online. So I'm just, you know, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm getting too old for this shit. Okay. Let's put it that way.
oh no, oh no.
Fucking old.
I knew it.
Fucking old.
Alex saw it coming.
Oh no.
Dropping $60 on an MP3 game, and that $60 on a game that's worth only 15 or 20 at the most. No,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, and I got Killer Instinct on the PC, so it's just, you know, I'm just like, just I'll holler at you in a year. Let's see what's going on in a year.
Yeah, because the game won't be the same a year from now, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. All right. Cool. All right. So on your knees, you know, just apply it to the games that you do play. You know, let's say Bethesda or Blizzard, you know, they apologize. Would you give them respect for acknowledging their fuck ups? And
no, not unless they fix their mistakes. Like, I'm still waiting on StarCraft to introduce local LAN play without BattleNet. I made a promise to myself, if they did that, I would go pick up every single StarCraft 2, and they haven't done yet, so they can go fuck themselves.
Now, could it be like a cost thing, or is just like they would have to?
No, that's an Activision thing.
Oh.
They announced that shortly after Activision took over, and that's when WoW went into the shitter. It was the expansion after Activision took over.
Now, the funny thing with Activision, like, you know, ever since they were doing dealings with Platinum Games, the CEO ended up stepping down. You know, there was like some shit going on. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, they're not pulling some EA shit or something. You know.
Well, Activision is still toxic. I mean, it's everything that. Well, it's not as bad as EA. Anything EA touches turns to shit.
No. And that's Konami. Konami takes the crown for being a shit company.
No, that's EA. Every company they bought, they did fucking destroyed their IP. So we talked about this like 2 years ago. So
yeah.
There's no need to beat the dead horse.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And last but not least, Shinraven joining us. And again, shout out to Slinky Jim and T-Risk. What's going on, man? Good Friday night fights last night. You know, we'll do some more training and whatnot. But yeah, Shinraven, What the? and they talk about my dogs.
Oh, god damn it, hold on.
Somebody over there fighting or some shit?
Yeah,
we let the dogs out.
Alright. But, yeah, the topic...
the dogs are at it.
Alright, but the topic is running a little long, but I want to give Shinraven a few minutes to talk on it. Capcom F's up, and they admitted to it. Your thoughts?
He has no thoughts, he's silent.
Hello, Shinraven. Hello.
Right. Let's try and keep it quick.
Alright. Alright, go ahead.
As far as FMO, like, yeah, they're being punished for it because they...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, we got you.
Can you hear me alright?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so...
As far as what I'm... Yeah, sales-wise, they're not doing too hot, and then they're getting punished for it, you know, because, you know, did they not make their revenue? Did they not make their due? Did they not hit their quota of how many units they were trying to sell, digital and physical? I mean, it shows they're being punished that way. Can you guys hear me alright? Because I feel like I'm seeing your names come on and...
Yeah. So, all right. If somebody's typing, all right, go ahead.
The last keyboard.
What the heck? And he bopped off. All right. You know what?
Clicky keys. I'm sorry. That's me.
All right. All right. This is what we're gonna do. Shinraven will get to talk on the director's cut, but being that this ran a little longer than expected, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Newgamingorder.com, and we're gonna get that fixed. Matter of fact, you good?
Am I back?
Jesus.
Yo, what the heck?
Sorry. You're gonna type in a dictionary.
Yeah, if you're gonna type, mute the mic.
Typing his memoirs over there and shit.
I like that. Yo, he got the Resident Evil typewriter, yo.
Garvin is over there saving.
It's called a mechanical keyboard.
He's over there
He's over there saving his life. Yo.
All right. I made an adjustment so the stream won't hear it. But go ahead, Shin Raven. Your thoughts. Let me bring it back to the.
Right. So anyway. I'm saying, like, as far as sale wise and everything, yeah, they didn't do too high and everything. They only had like 1.5 million copies and everything. If anything, they're hurting in their revenue. They're apologizing, and they see that they didn't sell that many copies. To them, that's a failure and everything like that. And yeah, they should go. Like, they're apologizing. All right. First step of apologizing is admitting to your mistakes and everything like that. Now, what are you gonna do to rectify it? What are you gonna do to please the people that you've already sold your copies to and everything like that?
Indeed.
Are you going to give us our modes that, like, we wished for and everything, or expected to see that we're taking out from previous fighting games? You know?
Yeah.
They finally gave us our lobby system to play multiplayer with like, you know, up to 8 people. Awesome. You know, we can spectate, we can play with our friends and everything like that. Cool. What else is there that you can give us? You know,
what they could give us is all the modes that Ultra Street Fighter 4 had as a baseline, and anything else outside of that should be yeah, I'll pay a little something for that. But tournament mode, team mode, you know, local, you know, right. I mean, that's just, I don't know. And you know what? Slinky Jim types in, if Capcom hasn't learned yet, they'll never learn. And Playboy agreed with him. Pretty much said the same thing. So, okay, yeah, and T-Risk, it's interesting you say that. If you saw my rant videos a few years ago on Asura's Wrath, where how they're like holding hostage the ending, like you have to pay for the real ending, like that's bullshit. Like, why would you? I don't know. Capcom has to learn. They're gonna learn today, and that's why they only have 1.4 million in sales.
Oh yeah, you gonna learn.
You're gonna learn today. All right, so we're gonna go into intermission. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest. And we'll be back on the next segment. Those of you watching live, director's cut. We're gonna have some more stuff to talk about. Peace.